Hi, I'm Julia, and this is the problem that we're going to go over today. So the question says, a line in the xy plane passes through the origin and has a slope of 1/7. Which of the following points lies on the line? So just looking at all the parts that I highlighted here, we can kind of get an idea of what this question is going to be about. And it seems like it's going to be about the equation of a straight line. So what is the equation of a straight line? Well, the general equation is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is going to be the y-intercept. Now I'm going to break this problem down into three main parts. The first part we're going to look at is the y-intercept. So we can see that the line is going to pass through the origin. We have the y-axis here and the x-axis here. Where on the graph is the origin? Well, the origin is going to be right here, and it has the coordinates of 0, 0. The y-intercept is where the line crosses the graph on the y-axis. At this point, the x-coordinate is going to be 0. So knowing that the line passes through the origin, what do you think the y-intercept is? It's correct. The y-intercept is going to equal 0. So now let's take a look at the slope. They already tell you what the slope is. So the slope is 1/7. But I want to just dig a little bit deeper. Another way you can think about the slope is that it's going to be the rise over the run, right? So that would mean that for every one graph unit we go up, we're going to go 7 units to the right. And we know that it's going to go up and to the right because the slope is positive. So let's look at our graph. We have 1 unit up and 7 units to the right. So this will be the next point on the line. So let's draw a straight line that passes through these 2 points, right? And don't forget to label this point. So this is going to be 7, 1. Okay, so now that we have both the y-intercept and the slope, we can work on writing our final equation, which is going to look like this. We have y equals m, which is the slope 1/7, x plus b. And b here is going to be 0, so we don't really need to write it. And our final equation is going to be y equals 1/7 x. Now, looking at the answer choices, we can simply plug in the x-coordinate, which is going to be the first number, and see if the y-coordinate matches with what the answer choice is. If it does, that means that that point lies on the line, and that will be our correct answer. So starting with answer choice A, we can simply do 1/7 times 0. And we get 0. So they say that the answer choice says that the y-coordinate should be 7, but we say that it should be 0, which means that this coordinate does not lie on the line. Let's look at answer choice B. We have 1/7 times 1, which gives us 1/7. Again, this does not lie on the line of interest. Let's look at answer choice C. We have 1/7 times 7, and that will give us 1, which is not 7 here. So C is also incorrect. So by process of elimination, we know that D is going to be correct, but it always is good for you to double check. So we have 1/7 times 14, and that will give us 2. And we see that 14, 2, 14 gives us an output of 2. That means that D is the correct answer choice. And that's the point that lies on the line. So 14, 2 is the point that lies on the line with this equation of y equals 1/7 plus x. Now let's go over some concepts that we talked about today. So first, we talked about the parts of the graph. Most importantly, we talked about the origin. The origin is going to have the coordinates of 0, 0. And next, we talked about the general equation of a straight line, which is y equals mx plus b. Here we know that m is going to equal to the slope, which is also the rise over the run. And we also know that b is the y-intercept.